Hello and happy Saturday. Hello, my little mandrakes. I hope you are having a nice weekend. I am. Oh no. Oh, ow, 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 ow. You can't just come in here and start with the slapping. We haven't even started yet. I haven't said anything. I haven't done anything. What is this? Preemptive. This is facist. Sunday? Did I say Sunday? Saturday? Whatever day it is. It's the weekend. Late. Yes, I am perpetually late. I am taking all of Ever's gimmicks. Also, good afternoon, Mr. Jerry. I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Mr. Roosterfish. You are very violent this evening. I hope you're doing well. Thank you, Jerry, for the first. Good job. Quick on the draw. Mr. Manager is in there shaking it. Hi, Mr. Manager. How are you doing? Barry stole it. Barry did steal it. Also, oh my gosh. Hi, Tim Tam. How are you doing? Also, hello, Sledge. You are very licky in there. Thank you, Mr. Manager, for the 60 stream streak. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Oak Tree. Hi, Tim Tam. I hope you are doing well. Future Oak. Yes, I'm streaming from the future. From the future. This is pre-recorded. Why do women keep saying that to me? What? What do we keep saying to you? Is you're quick on the draw? Well, it's to be expected, you know, the first time. Okay, there is a creature on the stream right now. Oh, wait, it's just you. Jeez. Jeez. I am, everyone keeps calling me a creature. I am the girliest cryptid you could possibly imagine, apparently. But hello, Ever. I hope you're having a good day. Not Tim Tam. Oh, that seems super girly. You're just a hater. You're just a hater. So I hope you're having a good weekend. Did you guys do anything exciting today? I already have my monster open, so there's no noise for you, but just pretend there is. Sponsor me, monster. Oh my goodness. Thank you for subscribing for 34 months. Thank you, Goblin. Hi, Goblin. You know, Tommy, if you have long hair, you're a girly girl. Oh no. Creature with the features. We got some features, especially if they're being drawn by Ever. Worked? Oh, it's Saturday. I was about to be like, why the heck are you working on a Saturday? But of course you're working on a Saturday. Was it terrible? Was it terrible? Guilty as charged, yes. I was incredibly industrious today, despite not getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I'm going to be obnoxious and tell you about my day. I'm going to show you my day here in a second, if I can pull up Twitter. If I can pull up Twitter. Okay. Boink. Yippee! This was a new bird for. Well, let me put my wings down. This was a new bird for me today. I went to the park by Art Library, and I got to walk around, and there were some wow, fresh birds. Super fresh. This is a swan goose, and they are actually indigenous to, I believe, China or some Asian area over there. I'm American. My geography is not good. But they have also been domesticated, and so sometimes you will find them in the wild. And I had no idea what this was. I was fascinated. I was greatly fascinated by it. Newest and latest bird. Send them back. But it's a swan goose. It's not a Canadian goose, Tommy. Wasn't bad. Good. The big white truck back for the day. Aw. Good job, Mr. Manager. I had an okay day. Been having a little trouble drawing, so I should be focused on practice and other things. Fairly relaxed day overall. Well, I'm glad it was relaxing. They all gotta go back where they came from. No invasive species. Oh, I guess we have to deport it now. Deport the geese. I slept like 10 hours. I was so tired. I needed to sleep. I didn't even set my alarm. And I woke up a little bit before 7. And thank you for the follow. Welcome in, Tiger. Cobalt Tiger. That sounds fancy. It sounds like a tank or quite possibly a very dangerous mixed drink. Welcome in. We're going to do an animal tier list, but I'm yapping a little bit before we get into that. But welcome. I am Okidori. I am your good neighbor fairy VTuber. And we like critters here. We're going to be doing a critter tier list here. And I'm going to see how it matched up to my Oshi, because she did one too. And I'm going to see how wrong she was about all these creatures. Yeah, still some work, but even that wasn't too bad. If anything, I got some things done that were bugging me. Well, good. Happy birthday. Hold on, we'll do that in 1 second. Thank you for the 60 stream streak. Thank you, Oxy. Also, 555. Why are you hearting me, Mr. Manager? Who am I saying happy birthday to, Tommy? Are you just randomly singing happy birthday to you? Happy birthday to you. You look like a mandrake, and you smell like wine too. And thank you, Ever, for the 10 stream streak. Thank you. But I was like gonna go to the library and go grocery shopping, and so I stopped by the park by the library, and we did some birding. And here, hold on, I'm just gonna show you. I did not edit these, so some of them are a little bit crusty. Some of these are a little bit crusty. There's my sweet baby. There's my sweet baby Gristle. I took her on a walk this morning. We went to the park. She's very happy. But we went to the park and we saw a nice little butterfly. I accidentally hit happy birthday instead of 555, but I'll take both. Oh my gosh. We saw some flutterbutters. I was having a hard time getting a picture of this guy because she kept pulling her leash because she wanted to go off. But he's very handsome. And he do a little scream. He do a little scream. Little screamy scream. This one was new to me. We do have, he looks so angry. We do have egrets at our park by the house, which I took Holly on her walk. But I've never seen this coloration before, so I was like, what is this? She knows how to take a good photo. Aww. Thank you. He looks like he wants to send my money to, oh my god, stop it. But that is a cattle egret. I didn't know what he was. But he is so grouchy. Look, he's so mad. He's angry boy. So he was grumpy. I got your favorite, Tommy. I was gonna send it in group chat, but then you've been a little bit quiet, so I didn't want to harass you with it. That's wild garlic. You have a bunch of that down at the park. I love it. It smells all day today. It's just been the smell of honeysuckle and wild garlic. I got a better picture of our little guy. He's just a little guy. One honk boy. Punch. No, punch the geese. So when I went to the park, right? So I went to the park by the library and I got a little bit scared because the squirrel just comes up to me. And I mean, like, he was petable. Like, he was in... I'm frozen. Thank you for the head pets. Also, hi, Rudy. Um, he came right up to me and was like pettable distance, and I was kind of like, do you have the rabies? Because why are you rapidly approaching my location? I don't understand why you're like right up in my face. And so I was kind of nervous that he was gonna jump on me and eat my face. But then another one did it, and I was like, okay, people obviously really feed like the squirrels in this park, because they would just come up to you like pettable distance and like stand there and look at you like, are you gonna feed me now? So there was very friendly squirrels. Also, thank you for the 60 stream streak. Thank you, Goblin. I'm wondering if it was previously domesticated or people have been feeding it. I want to feed crows. There was a couple of them that just approached me, and I know they were different because there were some red squirrels out there, and I was like, okay, so you guys are just... Bro just wanted to be my buddy. I could have pet him. Here's some more of our swan goose. Very handsome boy. Still be careful. Apparently squirrels will attack people in cities for their food. Yeah. I deleted a lot of pictures that were just not pleasant because this little guy I have been trying to get a picture of for 9 million years. This is a double-crested, I don't know if I can say this correctly, cormorant. Every time I see one of these, I can't get a good picture of it. So I was actually really happy because I got some that weren't, this one's best, I think. I got some that weren't like Bigfoot looking pictures. I think I have those in New York. They are fisher. Yes, they are fisher. They're fisher birds. Oh, I see a turtle. Yes, there's also a little guy down there. Thank you for the hydrate. Hello, Xylophone. Words is hard. How are you doing? But every picture I've gotten of one of these, and I do not see them often, has just come out like a terrible cryptid photo. And so I was super glad I was able to get him. Unfortunately, immediately following this picture, a homeless guy started bothering me and was like, you like take picture? You picture good? Yes, you like picture? And I was like, okay, time to go inside the library. So I was like, yeah, picture good. Look, there's some crack over there under that bridge. This was the bridge the crack was under. Show homeless man gun. These little guys were very cute. Look how fuzzy they are. He's got him, he's building a nest. Look at him, he's got his provisions. He's got his provisions. Oh, and I got to pet this cat. Oh my gosh, he just came out of the bushes and meowed at me, and then he just came up to me. And I got to pet him, and he was so cute. I wanted to bring him home. He was tiny. He doesn't look tiny in the picture, but he was tiny. He's so cute. They usually don't, like, usually they're skittish and they don't let me pet them, but he was just like, yeah, you could pet me. I was like, okay. And then I attempted to get this picture of this cardinal. This cardinal was not, I was like, oh, it would be so good because the berries and like I'm trying. And I like stalked him for maybe like 15 minutes trying to get a picture of him. And this was the best I could get. He was not cooperating with me. Malnourished. Oh yeah, and here's another one of my buddies. He was not, they were not afraid. And then I attempted to get some decent ones of the blue jay, but the blue jay was going a little bit rapid, so that one didn't really come out. And then I think this is a wren of some persuasion, but it kept going in and out behind this foliage here, and that wasn't really working out for me. That was my birding adventure today. Good evening. Hi, Venom. That was my birding adventure. And then I went to the library and I got... Nope, that's not it. Yeah, I went to the library and I got 2 books. And How to Teach Nature Journaling and Beatrix Potter. I have some Beatrix Potter little figurines. And my mom made me a journal thing out of a bunch of like old books that she had. So I'm excited to read that. And then I baked bread today. Show X bookmarks. Do you want me to get banned off this platform? Do you want me to get banned? Is that what you want? Okay, good. I was gonna be like, look, there's not even anything there, and then I went down to the 3rd one, and there's never mind. I was gonna be smart ass and be like, sure, I'll show you. That's not a good idea. Yay, banned. Yay, hi, Squishy. Let's be real. You'd only be banned for a day. No, I'm not popular enough to skirt the banning. Stop trying to get your VTuber banned. Har. But I made bread, and then I had Brenner with my bread. I had Brenner for dinner. So I had a very eventful day, as you can see. And we went to the gym, and we vacuumed, and I went to the grocery store, and I got gas, which was really unfortunate because, oh my gosh, gas is like $4. Is that girl dinner? No, girl dinner doesn't require effort. Girl dinner is like a bunch of random crap in your refrigerator, but like aesthetically on a plate. It's like picking a bunch of different little things. That's girl dinner. Alternatively, girl dinner is a Caesar salad and French fries. Basically. But today, a charcuterie board. Yes, basically. So, speaking of bookmarks, let me pull her up real quick. So, my dear Oshi... My dear Oshi did this tier list that we are about to do. I'm not going to study it I'm not gonna study it very closely because I don't want to influence any of my choices today. But I would like to see how we differ. I did notice, however, that Pippa is incredibly racist towards monkeys. So I don't know how. I don't know how this is gonna work. But there's that. So we're gonna see. Your Oshi drinks moldy soda. Listen. We can't all be perfect, alright? So, we're gonna start, and then, depending on the critter, maybe we will pull some factoids. Caesar salad. You have a little health. Well, I guess Caesar salad isn't really healthy. We're just gonna put this one, because I don't necessarily hate hornets, so we're just going to put our hated animals. If we never heard of... I mean, we could still probably put it somewhere. Now, I do want to give myself a stipulation, top 10. I'm only going to put 10. So it has to be top 10. If they get voted off the island, they will be moved down a tier. I utterly despise hornets. What don't you despise, Tommy? You still owe me a 555. Well, we're gonna give you lots of 555s here in a second. Unless you specifically wanted a 555 about the swan goose, in which I literally told you where they are. So, swan geese is a large goose with a natural breeding range in Mongolia, Northeast China, and the Russian Far East. Let's see. The species is currently classified as an endangered species. The wild type does not have the little horn, which is how you know this one is the domestic type, because he has a little honk chew on his head. 555 humans. Humans. When a mommy human and a daddy human love each other very much. Hello, every turnip. Hello, Mr. Caven. How are you doing? I have a Caesar. I can have a Caesar salad. Just have to watch how much dressing gets thrown. Yeah. Why are you swatting me? You said give you human. Okay, let's take a look at this nice little fishy here. This is the grouper. The grouper is a large, slow-growing warm water fish known for their massive suction-capable mouths that they use to swallow prey whole. They are typically, so basically they start female and then they turn into men. And they can live over 30 years old. They're usually found in reefs and shipwrecks. They are popular, mild-tasting, flaky table fare. But apparently they face some issues. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna change this one to not a fan. And this one will be hate, because if we don't know what they are, we will, I don't know, let's take a look at them real quick. Let's take a look at him. He does not look terribly pleasant. He does not seem like a pleasant creature. Although he does have very nice spots. He's nice and spotty. I like the spots. Spots are looking nice. And they are apparently tasty. I have never eaten one of these before. We're gonna put him... I'm gonna leave him in not a fan. Not really a fan. Average tomboy appreciator, smelly. That is the 555. Very frowny fish, yes. I don't know what human factoids you want. This is critter factoids, not people factoids. Guinea fowls. Those are noisy, social, ground-dwelling birds native to Africa, and they are often kept for pest control. Specifically for targeting ticks, beetles, and snakes. They live in flocks, are excellent foragers, and can fly, though they prefer walking. They're small, hardy birds that lay rich eggs and can live up to 15 years. They're often called watchdogs for farms, because they are known for being loud and sounding the alarm at any threat. Let's take a look. They come in many different colors. Aw, they have a cute little head. And they have different ones. How come every Facebook picture is always blurry as hell? Aw, look at the baby. I kind of like them. I kind of like them. We're gonna go with provide some interest. That a bird, very good. Alright, guinea pigs. Huggable, roastable, a win for sure. It's important to have both. It's the best of both worlds. The humble guinea pig. Who has had a guinea pig? When is the test? At the end of the exam? Or the end of the... whatever, I keep wanting to say display. Presentation. At the end of the presentation. My friend owns a guinea pig. They make a very interesting noise. And every time I think of guinea pigs, I think about staying over at my friend's house when I was like 12. And she had one. And every time we would like try to go to sleep, it would just wake up and it would just be like... yeah. It was just that noise all night long. So much like chinchillas, you're really not high on my list. Guinea pigs are highly social, vocal rodents, native to... we don't care. They make popular pets, living an average of 5 to 8 years. They can live up to 8 years. They require a friend. Constant access to Timothy hay and plenty of space for activity. They are not pigs. They live in herds and communicate using sounds like squeaks, whistles, purrs, and chirps. They are constantly eating, requiring unlimited hay to support a digestive system that only processes food when more is eaten. So they're just... they just push it out with new food. When happy, they perform a unique jump called popcorning. I'm sorry, we need to see what that means. We need to see what that means. I feel like that's fake. What? I am sorry. Hold on. We must witness the popcorning. Do they do like a little jump? Do they do a little jump?
Hi, I'm Evan Grant.
Oh, we love ads here. It's part of the brand. Part of the brand. Do you want to eat a hot dog? Did you guys see that video that was going all over the internet of the dog eating a hot dog at the baseball game? Okay, that's an unpleasant noise. Do your popcorn. Yippee! So they're just doing a little hop? Oh, he like kind of has a tiny seizure. Okay. This kind of small guinea pig seizure. When you're so happy, you kind of a little bit, you know? They just spurg, yes. They are super skittish and don't like being touched. Guinea pigs are kind of boring. They're literally just live, nothing more. I used to have guinea pigs. Did you like having guinea pigs? Yay, ads! Tommy wants to eat a hot dog. Stop it. Very banned. Did you see the one NFL team that has 1 pound hot dog that they're selling for 45? I am sorry? What? Costco would never. I'm gonna put you gonna change the name of this. Yeah. I'm gonna put you here because I don't dislike you, but like, you know, they call it zillion. Ew. Nasty. That sounds disgusting. I don't want to eat anything called that. It's real. I didn't say that it wasn't. I would prefer not. I would prefer that did not exist. The gulper eel is a deep-sea fish renowned for its massive, loosely hinged mouth and expandable pouch that swallows prey larger than itself. These eels are typically 1 to 2 meters long. I don't know what that means. Are slow swimmers that use a bioluminescent tail tip to lure prey in the dark. Can we see this? Can we look at it? I want to see it eat something. Are these AI? I can't tell anymore. Oh, wow. Okay. Bro. This one's old. Wells Fargo. I was watching Mima earlier. Oh my gosh, these advertisements are so long. They're so long. Alright, well, it looks like a volleyball with a tail. I don't know, I thought you were going to be more excited. Okay, you are... That thing is awful. That's... That is... I don't know, I kind of like how weird looking they are. I kind of like how weird looking they are. All right, we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go provide some interest. Of course you do. Well, I would prefer it if it did not exist. Really? Those are some nasty fentanyl sperms. Oh my gosh. That is terrifying. He's not that bad. He's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. What about the hagfish, chat? What about the hagfish? The hagfish is a jawless, eel-shaped marine fish that is known for producing massive amounts of what we call defensive slime. And they scavenge the seafloor. It's boneless with a skull but no vertebrae. And they dwell in deep cold waters worldwide. They feed on dead fish and invertebrates by boring into them using their tongue. Does that sound like a cozy critter? Does that sound like a cozy little critter to you? Do they look friendly? Are they friend-shaped? Name is cooler. Hags. I just saw Walter wait, what? I enjoyed having them. They would squeak loudly whenever we would open the fridge door, even if it was silly. Looks like a worm, basically. Basically. Would you not love the hagfish if it was a worm? I'm putting it here. We're putting it there. Not a fan. You're all right, but we're not a fan. What is a hammer cup? Hammer cup. Hammer cups are a medium-sized brown wading bird found in sub-Saharan Africa, Madagascar, and the Middle East, framed for building the largest nest of any African bird. They kind of look like silly little roadrunners, but not quite. These obsessive, monogamous builders create enormous 6-foot-tall, stick-in-mud, dome-shaped structures weighing over 100 pounds. They are mostly silent, carnivorous, and live by the water. Let me look at the nest. Let's see. Let's look at your nest, buddy. Wowzers. That's a big honkin' nest, chat. That's a big nest. Those are big, man. Why do you build your nest so big? For what? Why does it need to be that large? Where should we put you? We're gonna put you here. Because the nest is fascinating. To dunk on the poros. Now that we did the hagfish, let's do the land cougar. You want to do the cougar? I think there's a cougar. Where's the cougar? I thought I saw one here. Cougar, bobcat, cat. Is there... Why are the A's way down here? Well, I'm sure we'll find something comparable. The cougar is at the local bar, probably. Alright, the noble hamster. The noble hamster. Hamsters are small nocturnal rodents known for their cheek pouches used to hoard food, which they are solitary, territorial animals with teeth never stop growing, requiring constant chewing to maintain. They are common as pets. As many of you know, none of them ever die in any kind of normal capacity, and we're going to put hamsters at average. We're going to put them at average. Honestly, I feel like I should flip these. Well, that's not what I wanted. Hey. That's not what I want. We're gonna switch these, because I feel like that's a little bit better. My sister once dried a hamster. Why? But why though? But why? Everybody loves hammerheads. Hammerhead sharks are distinct predators recognized by their hammer-shaped heads, which offer 360-degree vision and enhanced sensory perception to hunt prey like stingers or stingrays. They are fast swimmers, up to 25 miles an hour, and primarily live in warm tropical waters. They are listed as endangered. Hammerheads are pretty cool. We're gonna put you here. Everybody loves hammerheads. We should call them T-heads. Why? We have a hare. Now, we have a hare. Do we have a rabbit? Because those are two very different things. Those are two very different things. And I don't know, I do be liking bunnies. Let's see. Hares are fast, long-eared, solitary mammals adapted to open habitats. Unlike rabbits, they are born fully furred, live in shallow above-ground nests called forms, and can run up to 50 miles an hour. They are herbivores, eating grass, twigs, and bark, and are preyed upon by foxes, lynx, hawks, and wolves. They are larger than rabbits with longer ears, powerful hind legs, and can jump up to 10 feet. Every time I think about hares, I always think, about, where is it? It's not quite this, but it's basically this. It's like one side you have sweet round boys, and on the other side you have feral wilderness prophet who have gone mad with the knowledge of the universe. Hares are like little crackheads. Hares look, yeah, where it's like, oh, look how cute I am. And the hares are just like cracked out. Forget about him. A friend came to visit, reached into his cage and took a jar, forgot about him. A friend came to visit, reached into his cage, took a jar which the creature used to rest in. My friend then turned the jar. Hamster's dried body comically fell from the bottom. We laughed. My sister the opposite. Fun. Oh my god. Hares are proper animals. Bunnies are like Pokemon, unevolved versions. You think so? We're gonna put you... I'm gonna put you here. I feel like I can't put you in the same level as hamster. If you're an elevated hamster. You're definitely, you're an elevated hamster. For sure. The harpy eagle. Somebody's gonna get very excited. The harpy eagle is the world's largest and most powerful rainforest raptor. It's known for its massive 5-inch talons, similar in size to grizzly bear claws. It is used to hunt sloths and monkeys. Females are roughly twice the size of males, weighing up to 20 pounds. They are top predators, monogamous, and they have an up to 35-year lifespan. They primarily hunt tree-dwelling mammals, so sloths, monkeys, possums. And they build enormous nests high above the canopy. Pairs typically raise only one chick every 2 to 3 years. That's pretty cool. I feel like you could go up here with the nice hammerhead. Fun fact, in Poland, there is a hare that brings you eggs on Easter. What? I don't think that's true. Alright. The hedgehog. Some of us are very well acquainted with this nice little creature. Hedgehogs are small nocturnal mammals found across Europe, Asia, and Africa, known for covering their bodies in up to 7,000 spines for protection. They are insectivores that often self-anoint by covering their quills in foamy saliva, and they curl into tight spiky balls when threatened. There are 17 different species of hedgehog, which live in varied habitats, including woodlands, gardens, and urban areas. When they're threatened, a specialized muscle allows them to curl into a tight protective ball. Their spines are not poisonous, but they are sharp. Hedgehogs lick poisonous plants or foul-smelling items, mix them with saliva, and spread this foam over their spines, likely to mask their scent or deter predators. They will eat worms, beetles, slugs, snails, although they may eat also berries, eggs, and small snakes. They do sleep up to 18 hours a day, becoming active at night to forage, and sometimes traveling up to 2 miles in a single night. So the babies are called hoglets. Yeah, okay, yeah, Graham. Hi, Graham. Hedgehogs are great. Totally not biased for reasons. Can we all agree hedgehogs are way too cute to not be in top 10? But I can't put him in top 10. Top 10 is very limited, and I'm sure there's going to be some animals up there, but we could put him close. We could put him close. He's pretty close. How are you doing, Grim? Good morning. Good morning, Dusk. How are you doing? How are you doing, sir? Hercules beetles. Hercules beetles are one of the world's longest and strongest insects, with males reaching up to 6.5 inches long, including their massive fighting horns. They are found in Central and South American rainforests and are famous for their strength, reportedly lifting over 850 times their body's mass, and for changing color from yellowish green to black as humidity increases. Males possess one long thoracic horn and a smaller horn used to battle for mates, while females lack horns and are generally smaller, although their bodies are sometimes wider. Their wing covers change color based on moisture levels to aid in camouflage. They appear olive green or yellow when dry and turn black when wet. Yay, 60 stream streak. I am doing all right. Having a lazy, rainy Saturday. It only rained a little bit here for just a little while. But thank you for the 60 stream streak. Thank you for the... Thank you, Graham. Thank you. You're tired? Oh, I'm sorry you're tired. Where should we put you? You're pretty cool. I mean, I feel like I should put you here. No. I feel like hamster's not going to get very far, but yeah, it seems correct. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats on what? It only rained a little bit? I used to have hermit crabs. And then I got a shampoo. No. But no, I used to have hermit crabs when I was in high school. Because there was like places that were selling them like all over the place. When they get to a certain size, you can hear them make noise, which was a little bit creepy. What? Hermit crabs are not true crabs. They're fake crabs. They're imposter crabs. But are crustaceans related to squat lobsters, with over 1,100 species worldwide that use discarded shells for protection of their soft, coiled abdomens. They are social, nocturnal, omnivorous, and they can live over 20 years in proper captivity and grow by molting their exoskeleton. They must find a new, larger shell as they grow, often leading to competitive shell swapping. They are surprisingly social and thrive in groups, often hiding together during the day, as they are mostly nocturnal. They have 10 legs, which the front two being claws and the last two used to hold onto their shell. Their eyes are on stalks, allowing in many cases acute vision. They eat plant matter, algae, fish, often eating their own shed skin for nutrients. Yummy. Unlike true crabs, they have a shaft, spiral abdomen designed to fit into snail shells. Despite having gills, land hermit crabs cannot breathe underwater and can drown. I remember hermit crabs being everywhere at one point. I think you could buy them at the mall. You could, and I had several. They lived for a long time. I'm gonna put you... I'm gonna put you here. No. Yes. There we are. I miss going to the mall. I miss when malls weren't dead. I miss when malls weren't dead. Alright. The mighty heron. Herons are long-legged, long-necked, carnivorous wading birds found worldwide, except Antarctica, in wetlands, rivers, and coastal areas. They are patient, highly skilled hunters, using their sharp dagger-like bills to catch fish, amphibians, and small mammals. They fly with their necks in an S shape and legs trailing. I actually might have a picture of that. Hold on. Don't look, chat. Don't look. Don't. Keep your eyes shut. Okay, hold on. Do I have a picture? I might have some pictures of them flying. Maybe it's my older pictures. Maybe? I don't think I have it on my computer. Oh yeah, here's my crappy picture of that double-crested that I can never get. You see how bad that is? But no, that's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, I don't think I have it on here. Never mind. I was going to show you my example, but... Imagine being a crab and drowning. Totally dishonor. Also, thank you for the head pat, Rudy. There's nothing on here. Stop it. I really like herons. I see them a lot. I'm going to put them... I'm going to put them here. But I'm going to put them first. Yeah. Yeah. I love watching herons hunt. They're incredibly patient. They really are. No. Yeah, that's better. I think that's better. Alright. What do we have next? Herrings. What? 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 Herrings are small, oily fish found in vast schools in North America and the Pacific coastal waters, acting as a crucial, highly nutritious food source for predators like salmon and seabirds. Known as the silver of the sea, they feed on zooplankton, live up to 20 years, and spawn up to 40,000 eggs that stick to the seabed. They form some of the largest schools of fish on Earth, with some groups containing billions of individuals. That's pretty cool. They're filter feeders, consuming plankton and tiny crustaceans. But they are pretty much at the bottom of the food chain. I'm gonna put you here. I think you beat out... No. Yeah, guinea pigs still beat you. Greasy ass bird. Wait, what? You don't like herons? I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Moodang! Moodang! Shut up! Moodang! Hippos are massive, semi-aquatic African herbivores, often called river horses, that weigh up to 9,900 pounds and stand about 5 feet tall. They are highly territorial, live in groups called pods of 10 to 20, and spend their days in the water to protect sensitive skin secreting a red blood sweat that acts like sunblock. Despite their size, they are herbivores that consume up to 150 pounds of grass nightly, feeding for roughly 5 to 6 hours. They can hold their breath for up to 7 minutes, often walking or galloping along the riverbed. And despite their bulk, they can run up to 30 miles an hour on land in short bursts. They live roughly 30 to 50 years in the wild. Hippos are jerks. They are not from Rip Moodang. What do you mean, Rip Moodang? Did Moodang die? Moodang is a double jerk. Heck, Moodang. But you sent me a hippopotamus, Rooster. But you sent me a hippopotamus. You didn't even know about Moodang. Wait, what? You don't even know about Moodang? No, I don't. Hippos are still jerks. That's very true. With the exception of the cute baby hippos, I actually am not a huge fan of hippopotamuses in general. They're very cute and they're small, but like when they're bigger, they're not. So we're gonna put you here because unless you're a baby, I don't really want... They do the shit spread with their tails too. Yes, they do. As of April, Moodang is still alive. And how dare you guys do this to me? How dare you? How dare you? I'm gonna have to pick up the pace because otherwise we're gonna be doing this for 9 hours. We're gonna be doing this for 9 hours, chat. It's gonna be 9 hours of me talking about critters. Hoatzin? I don't know what this is. I've never seen this before. Often called a stink bird. Okay, well you're off to a really good start. Is a unique Amazonian bird known for its cow-like digestive system which ferments leaves producing a foul odor. Awesome! You sound amazing. The chicks possess claws. This sounds like a fake animal. The chicks possess claws on their wings to climb trees and swim to escape predators, a rare primitive trait. This is not a real... This is the federal bird everyone's been talking about. These social clumsy flyers live in leafy habitats, feeding primarily on swamp plants. They're the only bird to use bacterial fermentation in their crop to digest foliage. Fermentation process gives them an unpleasant odor, often described as manure. Manure. Caca. They have claws on... I have to see this. They have claws on their wings, like a bat. I need to see this. It's like a tiny bat. It's not doing a very good job. You have to sit there and make sure it doesn't fall off, apparently. Look at him go. He's like a little rock climber. Look at him. Well, I learned something new today. I'm gonna put you... I don't... Barring that fact, I don't think I'm a fan. I'm gonna put you right there. This bird appears in the monster manual. Thank you, yes, bird. 9 hour stream, let's go. That's okay. No. But I need to farm points anyway. No, you don't. And still, heck, Moodang. When do we get to the frogs that go Wolverine? Wait, what? That bird looks like Dark Souls enemy. It really does. And if you, like... Imagine looking like this and smelling bad. But look at the baby. The baby is so cute. I like the baby. The adult can go to hell though. Look at that thing. I'm not even anti-red eye on birds because my favorite bird has red eyes, but like, what do you got going on with that hair, my guy? Again, why is Facebook picture, all of them are blurry as hell? That does not look like a real bird. This is a fake bird. This is a government drone. This isn't real. That is not a real bird. They smell bad and they can still find a mate. Just like me, for real, for real. Oh my god. Alright, what do we have next? A hobo spider? I've never heard of this either. A hobo spider. Hobo spiders are brown funnel weaving spiders native to Europe. Oh, that's why I don't know them. Introduced to North America. Oh, never mind. In 1920. Found in damp, dark crevices, they are known for building horizontal funnel webs and wandering in late summer to mate. Although once wrongly feared for necrotic venom, they are generally not aggressive. They are medium-sized and brown with gray-yellow patterns on their abdomen. Unlike many spiders, they lacked distinct dark bands on their legs. They are common in Pacific Northwest, Canada, and parts of the US, inhabiting basements, garages, window wells, and wood piles. They're often called aggressive house spiders, but in Latin, the name means rural or in the fields, not aggressive. I mean, you seem fine. We're gonna put you here. I'm gonna put you above the hairy frog, also known as wolverine frog or horror frog, is Central African species that breaks its own toe bones. What? To create sharp claw-like weapons that protrude through the skin for defense. What? Way to head out, Oki. Have fun and don't put yourself in SSS tier just because you're making the list. I'll do what I want. Thank you, Ever. Have a good rest of your night. All spiders are gay, except Daddy Longlegs, because he eats spiders. I like spiders though. It's just this particular spider is not terribly interesting. Next is the hog sucker, which is what they call your ex-girlfriend. I've never heard of this either. What is a hog sucker? The hog sucker is a stuppet, which is a freshwater fish known for its unique bony appearance and its habit of foraging on the bottom of clear, fast-flowing streams, often reaching 8 to 15 inches. They use their specialized, fleshy, covered lips to suck up aquatic insects and mollusks from gravel. They have a large, concave, bony head, a streamlined body, with 3 to 6 dark saddle-like bands across their back, and a brownish-gray coloration. They're known as scavengers of the stream bottom, flipping over rocks to find food. Other fish, such as smallmouth bass, often follow them to eat the bugs they stir up. Let's take a look at them. That is a face. That is a face. 8 to 15 inches. Impossible. Hogsucker, I should call her. You know what? Don't dox me. I was gonna make a mean joke, but you know what? You've been going through it. I ain't gonna do it. Don't dox me. You do not look like that. This one actually is kind of cute looking. Again, Facebook. Get your life right. All right, we're gonna put you. I'm gonna put you here. He looks like he had a long day at the long day factory. He sure do. I don't know how to pronounce this. The hoopo? The hoopo? The hoopy? It's this distinctive medium-sized bird known for its pinkish-brown body, zebra-striped black and white wings, and a large erectile crest. Famed for a soft whoop, whoop, whoop call. They are found in Europe, Asia, and Africa, thriving in open woodlands. Let's see. They are often called punk rocker birds due to their crest, which acts as a mood indicator. Females and their chicks can secrete a pungent, foul-smelling liquid, similar to rotten meat from their preen gland, to deter predators. Diet consists mainly of insects, larvae, and small reptiles. They use their long, curved beaks to probe the ground and often beat larger insects against rocks to break them into smaller, digestible parts. They are cavity nesters, often choosing between tree holes, rock crevices, or walls for their nests. They lay 4 to 12 eggs a year. We're going to put you... I'm gonna put you here. No, you're above the hippopotamus. Crevices. This one you will also probably be familiar with, the horny lizard. Horned lizards, often called horny toads, are specialized flat-bodied reptiles found in North American habitats, famous for defending themselves by squirting blood from their eyes and inflating their bodies. They feed primarily on harvester ants and rely on camouflage. Many species are threatened by habitat loss and pesticide use. When threatened, they can increase blood pressure in their heads, causing vessels around their eyes to rupture, shooting a stream of blood up to 3 feet. This blood contains noxious chemicals from their ant diet and can repel canines like coyotes. They are a sit-and-wait predator, consuming mostly ants, which is up to 90% of their diet. A single adult can consume over 100 ants per day. The horns on their head are actual horns with a bony core, while the spines on their bodies are modified scales. They have flat bodies shaped and lack a urinary bladder. The more you know. I'm gonna go, I always thought the blood squirting was fascinating. I'm gonna put you... I think you're above... I mean, you're cool. Thank you for the hydrate. I don't know, I kind of want to put you... That feels better. It's like I like you. The blood squirting, the ant eating makes them best bros. Shooting ding-dongs with your own blood might be wasteful, but it's also metal as fuck. It really is. What do we have next? We have the hornet. Hornets are the largest social wasps, with some species growing up to 2 inches long. They are known for building papery nests from chewed wood pulp. While they have a dangerous, potentially lethal sting that can be used repeatedly, they are generally less aggressive than common yellow jackets unless their nest is threatened. They are social, living in colonies with a queen, sterile female workers, and male drones. Adults feed on sugary plant foods, sap, and rotten fruit, but feed insects to their larvae. They are predators, with some giant species able to kill 40 honeybees in 1 minute. They're often confused with yellow jackets. True hornets are generally larger and more reddish brown in color. Worker hornets live for a few weeks, while queens can live up to a year. I don't have an issue. I've never really had any problems with like wasps. I'm gonna put you here. I'm gonna put you like not super, like I'm not into you, but like you don't really give me any problems. Don't even read it. Hate. You ever catch a horny toad? They're chill as fuck. Are they really? Hornets can die in a fire. You guys really hate hornets. How do we feel about horsies, chat? I kind of find them a little bit scary. Horses are highly intelligent, social herbivores with 350-degree vision, capable of sleeping both standing up and lying down. Domesticated for roughly 6,000 years, they live 25 to 30 years, cannot vomit due to a one-way valve, and communicate emotions through ear positioning and facial expressions. Horses can run shortly after birth, with top sprinting speeds reaching up to 55 miles an hour. Horses cannot breathe through their mouths and cannot vomit. Their hooves are made of the same materials as human fingernails. They have the largest eyes of any land mammal, giving them excellent, nearly 350-degree vision. Horses graze almost continuously. Their teeth continue growing throughout their lives due to the constant grinding. Horses' sweat contains protein that makes foamy. Hold on. Horse sweat contains a protein that makes it foamy to aid in cooling. While they can lock their legs to sleep standing up, they must lie down to achieve REM deep sleep. Horses communicate through vocalization and by turning their ears, which indicate their mood. Interesting. Glue? No, not glue! Horses also can't have alcohol. I've heard that horses make good meatballs, at least according to IKEA. No. I'm gonna say, I do like horses, but they do scare me a little bit. I'm gonna put them there. Horsies S tier. I had a wasp crawl in my shirt and sting my chest over and over. I mean, that's fair. Alright, horseshoe crab, top 10. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Horses are gentle giants. The thing is anytime I've ever been around a horse, because they're so big, I'm nervous, which makes them nervous, which makes me more nervous, and so we're all kind of nervous together. So I like horsies, but also horsies scare me greatly. But not enough to that I wouldn't try to ride one, because I've thought about taking horseback riding lessons, because I would absolutely do that. How the fuck do they scare you? They're like the biggest scaredy cats ever, because they're big. They're big. I'm scared they're gonna trample me or kick me or something. They're big. Have you ever seen it? Yes. I have been to many a rodeo. I have seen many people get run over, kicked. Horsies are good boys. I'm not saying I dislike them. They just make me nervous. I've seen a dog kicked by one. Was the funny? No, that's not. A doggy's gonna have brain damage. Okay. Can I get on my soapbox here for a second? And not to sound like an activist, but I have a serious problem with the milking of the horseshoe crabs. I have a serious problem with the milking of the horseshoe crabs. Okay. Horseshoe crabs are ancient marine arthropods existing for over 300 million years, predating dinosaurs, and are more closely related to spiders and scorpions than true crabs. They have blue copper base blood, 9 to 10 eyes, 6 pairs of legs. Females can lay 100,000 eggs in the sand with a 20 to 40 year lifespan. Often called living fossils, they remained relatively unchanged for 350 million years. Their blood is copper-based and blue. It contains a compound called, we're not going to try to say that, it's LAL, which causes the blood to coagulate upon contact with bacterial toxins. This is used by the pharmaceutical industry to test for how sterile medical devices are and injectable medicines. She has to stay on the soapbox because she's short. I sure do. For like 20 feet because it was fucking dickhead. No. I don't want to hear about the pit bull. No. It's still sad. The people need to... Fucking shit, bird wasn't even hurt. Didn't yap around the horse anymore. Well, as long as it was fine. I hate pit bulls. Well, I don't want to hear about them getting hurt, though. It makes me sad. It's a shame that they're so many of them are so violent. And I don't disagree. I do think that most of them are violent. Who said it was a pit bull? I'm talking to both of you at the same time. I'm not talking about yours. I'm talking about Tommy's. I don't want to hear about the dog getting kicked either. Oh my god. You're like, did you hear about this poor creature that was trampled to death because it was special? Like, no. Well, who pays attention to Tommy? Sometimes. They're omnivorous and they feed on small clams, worms, crustaceans, and algae. There are 4 living species, 1 in the Atlantic and 3 in Southeast Asia. They are not dangerous to humans. Their spawn is critical for the survival of migratory seabirds. We're gonna put... We're gonna put you... I'm gonna put you right there. I'm gonna put you right there. When are we gonna get a barbecue stream? What are you talking about? How come you guys are never... You guys are like, when are you going to... It's like being with in-laws. It's like being... I'm gonna tell you right now. We don't... No. I'm gonna tell you right now. Mr. Howler Monkey can go on the bottom. We're not a fan. Let's see. You've heard it here first. Oki hates barbecue. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. The huntsman spider are large, fast, crab-like spiders known for hunting without webs and often entering homes. It sounds like he's breaking an entry. They are generally harmless to humans, feeding mainly on insects and small invertebrates. They're found worldwide in warm climates and are recognized by their flattened bodies, allowing them to hide under bark and in narrow crevices. They eat insects, especially cockroaches and other invertebrates, acting as natural pest control. They don't build nests to catch food. Instead, they actively run down prey or wait in ambush. Let's see. The huntsman has a leg span up to 12 inches, making it one of the largest spiders by diameter. We're gonna put you... We're gonna put you right there. That's not what you said, but that's what I heard. And that's what I'm gonna name the clip. Oh my gosh. Hummingbirds. Hummingbird. Hummingbird. That's where we're putting the hummingbird. Hummingbird, let's see. Humpback. How do I feel about humpbacks? I'm not like I do like whales. I do like whales. I feel like I put whales like a little bit before horses. Hummingbirds are best boys. I like them a lot. Someday we will get to a point where we can put something in S tier. You guys are gonna laugh at that though, because I'm gonna be putting some stuff that's like very special. I wish we could have a hummingbird feeder. We did have one for a while, but I can't keep one here, unfortunately. Ibises are long-legged wading birds, recognized by their long down curved bills used to probe for food in wetlands and mudflats. They are found in tropical and warm climates. They are highly social, living in flocks called congregations or colonies. They are often associated with coastal areas, swamps, and rice fields. They have long necks, legs to distinct curved beaks designed to catch crayfish, insects, and small fish. Small fish. Females choose the nest site, usually in trees like mangroves or willows, and they lay 2 to 3 eggs a year. They are known to be hurricane resistant. The ibis is a frequent visitor to suburban areas and often the last species to leave before a storm. I like whaling. There's a story that was told to me about a hummingbird skull being found along with a hummingbird beak through it. Do you guys have normal stories? You guys are just like, and then one time, I'm gonna put you right there. Iguana, I can already tell you, guinea pig's gonna beat you out. Guinea pig's gonna beat you out. We're going to, this is what we're gonna do, chat. You're gonna give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna go grab one of my Wawas because I'm reading a lot, and I will be back in 2 seconds. Don't go. Nope, that's the wrong button. Yeah, that one. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Take your snack. Sorry, I let her out to go potty and she didn't want to come back in. She didn't want to come back in. She was like, no, I live outside now. I finally have real Wawa. Mutiny. Put her hand in warm water. Why are you like this? Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for the head pet. There's no elevator, but I have an urge to piss. We'll go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom. Order 100 pizzas on her tab. Please don't. I don't have that kind of money. I was channeling the puppy dog. What do we have next? What do we have? No, that's not what that means. Pizza fun. No, you would be fun in pizza. You would be fun in pizza, but no. Isopods are a diverse group of crustaceans related to crabs and shrimp that live in marine, freshwater, and terrestrial environments, with well-known examples including land-dwelling pillbugs, roly-polies, and giant deep-sea isopods. They have segmented bodies, a hard exoskeleton, and 7 pairs of legs. They play crucial roles as decomposers and scavengers, breaking down organic matter in their habitats. I like isopods a lot, and you're gonna go right here. You're gonna go right here. Jackal. Is it a jackal? It's a jackal. It's a jackal. It's A highly adaptable, opportunistic omnivores related to wolves and dogs, known for their monogamous mating, territorial behavior, and distinct vocalizations. They are found in Africa, Asia, and southwestern Europe. These medium-sized canids act as both predators and scavengers, often forming small packs to hunt small antelopes. They are opportunistic omnivores, feeding on rodents, insects, small antelopes, ground-dwelling birds, fruits, berries, and grass. They make a distinct high-pitched wailing call, often described as sirens or crying, which are used for communication. Let's see. It just sounds like a coyote. We're gonna put you. I'm gonna put you right there, buddy. I'm gonna put you right there. This is one of my favorite animals. One of my favoriteest animals ever. Oh, he loves wailing. Well, I am a woman. Coyotes are shit. I like coyotes. I like coyotes. Off topic, but you should do a cryptid tier list one day. That's a good idea. We should do that. I feel like we did something like that. Have we not? Jaguars are the largest cats in the Americas and the third largest in the world, renowned for their immense biting power and affinity for water. They are primarily found in the Amazon. They are solitary, nocturnal, and highly adaptable, living for 12 to 15 years in the wild. They measure up to 7 feet long, and they eat fish, turtles, alligators. They kill prey by piercing the skull. They have tan and orange fur with black spots called rosettes, which often have smaller spots inside them, distinguishing them from leopards. While they once roamed to the new U.S.-Mexico border, they are now mainly found in Central and South America, particularly the Amazon. They thrive in rainforests, swamps, and wetlands. Females usually give birth to 1 to 4 cubs, which stay with their mother for up to 2 years. Nessie, number 3 tier. I don't think so, Oki. I mean, I'm sure Nessie, S++. Coyotes are near my home a lot. I used to like listening to them. I have to say, this is one of my favorite creatures, and we're going to have to put her in the top 10. We're gonna have to put her in the top 10. We have a long way to go. I gotta stop reading so much. Oh my god, we're gonna be here for 9 million years. But I don't know what the jambu fruit dove is. What is the jamboree? What are you? You are a small, vividly colored, and shy pigeon. I do like pigeons. Found in the lowland rainforest and mangroves of Southeast Asia. They're known for their crimson faces, male, and vibrant green plumage. They are crucial seed dispensers, feeding on fruits of the canopy. Let's take a look at them. Let's take a look at them. It's like if a lovebird had a baby with a pigeon. Well, you are very pretty. I like you. You got nice big eyeballs. You're just a little guy. Well, I didn't know you were a thing, but I do like you. We should put you... I'm gonna put you right... I'm gonna put you right there. Yeah. You'd be the kind of person that would pet a coyote that was eating your trash out of your campsite, wouldn't you? Yes. There's been sightings of jaguars near Tuscan. They're cool cat, yeah. Kennel. What do we have now? Javelina. Javelinu. My fellow Texans know about these little guys. They are not pigs. They are peccaries. They are small, highly social, hoofed animals, weighing between 35 and 60 pounds. They are native to arid southwest deserts, known as skunk pigs for their strong, musky scent. Glands on their rumps. They live in tight-knit herds called squadrons, feeding primarily on cacti and tubers. They are primarily herbivores. They have terrible eyesight, less than 30 feet, but an excellent sense of smell. They are very vocal, making grunting and barking noises. They are found in Arizona, Texas, New Mexico, and as far south as Argentina. They live in groups of 5 to 27 members, with the average being about 14. We're gonna put you... We're gonna put you right there. Blue jays. I do like blue jays. We're gonna put blue jays... We're gonna put them right after the isopods. Jumping spider is peak. You're gonna go right there. I like how the ones I like, I'm like, you don't need to know about these. You don't need to know about these animals. I'm simply going to put them where they belong. And I can already tell you the ladybug is gonna go right there. You know what though? I saw one on here that I can already tell you is going in the hate pile. Where is it? Where's the hate pile? You go in the hate pile, Mr. Cockroach. We do not like roaches. No roach. And you're number one hate. Or I guess this would be if I hate you less, so you're gonna go at the end. Also, I have another for the hate pile in here somewhere. Where are you? I saw you earlier, and it's gonna be... Where are you? Why is this not in order? Ah, there you are. Pelicans. Pelicans go in the hate list. Why do you hate Asmongold? Nobody cares about... Again, why? Lice... No. Tapeworm. Again. We're gonna go with... I probably hate tapeworms. Nothing is worse than the roaches. Mites. Again, we have like parasitic creatures, which are not, obviously you're gonna go at the end of the list because why? I saw bed bugs in here somewhere. Where's the bed bug? Bed bug. Yeah. Why? No. Nobody's gonna be like, gosh, I love bed bugs. They're awesome. And they're my favorite animal, actually. No. There. In that order. We hate you in this order. Why are there parasites? I don't know. We're gonna put maggots. Maggots aren't terrible. Actually, I do like leeches to some extent. I think the leeches are kind of cool. We had to get leeches for our science class in elementary school. So I actually had to collect them out of the water. So I am not anti-leech. Leeches killed George Washington. Oh, I freaking hate bed bugs. Nobody likes bed bugs. Bed bugs are hard to get rid of. We also have mosquitoes. Why? Mosquitoes went out against maggots. Let's just clear out the parasites here because I feel like we can, brown recluse, yeah. Not a fan of the necrotic. Where are we putting you? I'm gonna put you right there. As long as you don't bite, you're not a problem, but your bite is a problem. Do we have any other like parasitic stuff? Like the bugs are fine, and we can do the bugs, but like I'm not gonna be like, yeah, maggots are S tier, obviously. Obviously. I think that's it as far as we may come upon some of them later down the road. I might just be missing them. But a tick. You have ticks. You have termites. Termites aren't too bad. Ticks are going... I'd rather have lice than have ticks. Alright. Ticks are awesome. Do you know where their eyes are? No. Ticks are government bioweapons. Someone ping me when Oki gets to the what? They're all gonna be F tier. You know what? I could tell you right now. The Mora eel, that's gonna be my top 10. Hold on, let's see. We can compile the top 10 here real quick, probably. Where are you? I saw you earlier. We have... I suppose we'll get to it, because there's so many happening. Again, flea. Fleas are not gonna get... I'm sorry. You were... Let's see. There we go. As arachnids, ticks only have 2 body segments. What we think is their head is actually just their mouth with their eyes in the middle of their big round body. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I think... There you are. There you are. Praying mantis. And also the noble pigeon. And we will put these... No, you're in order so far. Okay. We're almost halfway through our top 10. I'm gonna have to be careful. We're gonna have to be careful. Alright. I'm gonna tell you right now, koalas. I do not like koalas. I am not a fan of koalas. Koalas are incredibly dumb animals. I don't know how they've survived this long. I have many bad things to say. If there was an ii in this list somewhere, it would be in my hate pile. But I don't think they have one. I do not think, I don't think they have a vulture in this pile. So we're gonna go with the condor. Vultures are one of my favorite critters, which is a strange choice. But I am a big fan of vultures. Oki is racist against animal koalas are STD teddy bears, which is incredibly sad. But yeah, not a fan of... We have a bunch of turkey vultures around here recently. They freak me out with how they don't flap their wings. You don't like them? Do you know that they diarrhea in defense? In addition to, I am a big fan of rats. I would not say that they are my top 10, but I would say they're about right there. I love me some rats. I love me some rats. I think they're cute. They giggle when you tickle them. You could teach them to play hide and seek. I like them very much greatly. Also, a lot of people don't like mockingbirds. Mockingbirds are the state bird for several states. I think it's like 6 different states. We're gonna put you right there. I like me some mockingbirds. I have no choice but to love buzzards, says someone from Northern Ohio. I get back from taking the dog out and smoking. Oki says that vultures are one of her favorite animals. Not surprising. What do you mean? What does that mean? I do rationally fear that they will drive bomb me, though. Sometimes, what, the vultures or the mockingbirds? Mockingbirds, I have had them get a little bit violent with me before. I have had them get a little bit violent. They sometimes are not very friendly. Let's see. Does anybody else? These are the same thing. Why you did the isopods and then you specifically indicate roly-poly. You're repeating yourself. Stop it. Let's see. Do we have anybody else that just stands out? Anybody? I don't know how you're gonna put dog in here. Like, they're not, like, one of the best animals. Alright. We're gonna put dog. Dogs are... Well, no, dogs... Yeah, for sure. We love dogs. Dogs are S tier. Do the shrimp. Tammy is a white woman confirmed. I mean, we love puppies. I feel like plankton is something that exists. It's not... It's kind of like the herring. It's like, okay. You exist. You just have like standard just lizard in general. Manatee. I do like manatees. They are one of my favorite things to go look at when we go to the aquarium. So I would say manatees are probably right there. Llamas. Llamas are kind of in the same capacity as a guinea pig. I'm just kind of like, okay. You're kind of mildly annoying. Moths. Moths are gonna go... This is a toughie. There we go. Something like that. Llamas are dicks. Moths pollinate. They're cool. I like moths. I like owls. Owls are cool. We're gonna put owls. Oh no, it's getting difficult. I don't think I like them more than rats. Do I like owls more than I like hedgehogs? Yes, I do. You have to go deep and internal into yourself to decide. I like cardinals a lot. That's one of my favorite birds. And they of course will not have they will not have... Do I like them more than... No. I'd say... Well, I can't really put you here, though. Yeah. That's probably... Owls eat rats. They're more cool than rats. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. What else? What else do we have that stands out? We have a raven. We have a bunny. Raccoon. Toad. I do like me some froggies. Toad, we're gonna put... Yeah. That's how this works to me, damn it. Is it just like the food chain to you? Oyster, I have no feelings about in general. I do not. I am the most neutral as humanly possible. I probably feel a little bit more... I like them more than I like llamas. Piranhas. We actually used to have a piranha. We had a piranha. And it was really fascinating because we would watch it unhinge its jaw before it ate the feeder fish. Sorry. I'm gonna put him right about there. Wait, what? Step out for a second and freaking pigeon flying rat is at top 10? Yes. Do you know how important steamed oysters are with the right sauce? I usually don't eat when it comes to like seafood and stuff, usually I'm going for like fish. Yes, pigeons are very... Hold on. A former coworker of mine had piranhas and one took a bite out of another one. And it just lived with the missing chunk. See, ours had... So initially we had two and one took a bite out of the other one and the other one died. And so it was just the piranha in the tank and then Cindy crawfish. Reported for racism. No, 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 no. Pigeons are very important. We use pigeons to get messages to each other. We use pigeons in a time of war. And so pigeons are very important. We've been using pigeons as a food source for, you know, it was one of the first domesticated animals. So, I mean, technically it was the rock dove, but I love woodpeckers. I'm gonna put it here. They are so silly. Have you seen their little tongues? Fish tend to be able to live with some grievous fucking wounds, that's true. Crawfish can be tasty too. But I think pigeons are important, and I think that people are really, they consider them to be pests. Which is ironic because initially we wanted them to be pooping on everything because we were using their poop. So, strangely, I am not really a fan of pigs. I'm gonna put you there. You went out against the koalas, but not by much. Let's see. Again, some monkeys are cool. Not really a huge fan of the screaming monkeys. That also goes with the mandrill. Not a huge fan of the mandrill. Actually, I would say that I hate you less. The screaming ones are more annoying. We're gonna put you guys there. Not a fan. In addition to not being a fan of the koala, I am also not really a fan of the panda. I probably like the panda more than I like pigs. Pigs should be an individual. I am not a ham category. Eat that pork though. Oki hates bacon confirmed. No, I like them for eating. I don't mind them so much just in the sense of they're usually humongous and dirty and potentially dangerous, and they're just not, again, unless they're small, they're just kind of not pleasant. I do, however, like a roadrunner. Roadrunners are cool. I'm gonna put you... I'm gonna put you right there. That's probably good. Am fan of... Ah yes, the pan goblin. We're gonna put the pan goblin... I would say you go right there. No, I think... you can go in the average. I think you're good after the horseshoe crab. Lobster is a thing that exists, and although it is my very first memory, I am not terribly fascinated nor disturbed by it. I do like those videos of the guy like punching the hole in the tail and then giving them a little fishy and releasing them back into the ocean. I need to introduce Oki to javelino. What do you mean? Need them to hide the bodies? Yes, but I can also do the same thing with alligators and marshmallow fluff. Dirty, dangerous, you're making them sound hot, sizzling hot. I didn't say I wouldn't eat pork, I'm just saying I am not a fan of them as like a living creature. Naked mole rat. Again, you are a fascinating creature, but we're gonna put you right there. You're kind of on the same capacity as the piggy wiggy. Martins. I love martins. I especially love pine martins, but no, this one's tough. Hold on, I have to rearrange some of these. Yes, probably like that. That seems correct. Only you social wait, what? Probably in our spicy pigs that you want to pet, but they'll fuck you. I don't want to pet them. Ah, yes, lobster. A bug. I will not eat the bugs people salivate over. I wasn't really, I mean, I've had lobster before. I wasn't terribly impressed by it. It's just something that... See, Shoebill doesn't look like a real animal to me. Shoebill looks like a Muppet. I do like Shoebill. I don't know if I like it. You're probably in this area right here, as far as interest goes. Most domesticated animals are gonna go in, like, I would say... Well, you definitely went over that. I would say, like, an ox, or I think there's a cow. Where's the cow? Where are you, cow? There you are. You guys kind of go in, I like cow, like, they're cute, but I guess because they're more domesticated, I don't find them as fascinating. I'm gonna put a cow before Mr. Lobsters used to be more plentiful and larger. Now, fancy pants, expensive stuff. That's just like anything where they, you know, it used to be like peasant food, and someone, you know, found out how to make it ritzy, and now it's very expensive. Wait, I saw one that we hate. Hold on. The chinchilla. I hate chinchillas. Chinchilla hate. Chinchilla hate. Chinchilla goes on the same level. I hate them slightly less than pelicans. I don't know if I ever pet a cow. My grandfather was a farmer who raised them. I got to pet some when we were on the farm. They had a baby. They had Brahmins out there, and so I got to pet those. They kind of have a bad attitude. They're a little bit... They're a little bit not friendly. Wolves are good boys, and they should be treated as such. I think wolves can go... I'm gonna put you right here. Wow. Just wow. Why the chinchilla hate? They're fluffy little guys. When I was a wee child, I was visiting somebody, and they had a chinchilla, and I put my little child hand through the bar of the chinchilla enclosure, and the chinchilla proceeded to bite me and draw blood. And ever since then, I have had a vendetta against chinchillas. So we still have a problem with them to this day. Goose. Geesons. I am a fan of Geesons. I would say they go probably right about there. Probably. Ocelots. I have a family member that gets to work with these, which is pretty snazzy. And I would say probably beat out ladybugs. I do like koi. I think koi is probably the same kind of vein as... I probably like them a little bit more than geese. Rats will do the same thing, but that's a problem. I never had a rat bite me. I never had no rat bite me. You were buying grass? Why are you buying grass? Why do you hate chinchillas? Because they bite. I had a rabbit bite me. Well, what'd you do to it? What'd you do to the poor little... Whoops. Uh-oh. I'm knocking stuff over. Grass for miniatures. Oh, that grass. I was like, you're buying grass. I was like, are you working on some outside stuff? But no. They'd be doing a bite. They've been doing a bitey. Let's see. Some of these I don't know what these are. I don't know what you are, but you look unpleasant, so you're gonna go over here. Most of the monkeys, I'm just like, not a fan. I do like Mises. We're gonna put Mises. We're gonna put Mises. We're gonna put Mises right there. Mises pieces. Mises went out over hamster. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, hamster. Rhinos are kind of interesting. They have really poor eyesight, but they have good hearing, and anytime that you see them at the zoo, the zookeepers basically kind of make noise at them so that they kind of know where they are. I just think they're kind of interesting. We're gonna put rhinos. Maybe not that interesting. Yeah, we're gonna put you right by there. I fed them, provided water, and shoveled their shit. The bunnies. Which one in the list, chat, is your favorite? Which one? Oh, look, it's rooster. Chicken. Where shall we put the chicken? Again, for most domesticated animals, you're kind of in the mid-range. I would say you still beat out the oxes. Octopi are pretty cool. I like octopi. I think we should put them... I think you kind of go... Well... Yeah, that seems appropriate. Manatee? You like the manatee, really? Yeah, growing up, used to raise rabbits, stupid dumb creatures, despite chinchillas being closer to rats. I rate chinchillas over rabbits. Well, you probably just don't like them because you had to raise them and you're like, well, this is a stupid animal. I had a rabbit. She was nice. Again, stuff like sea urchin, it's like basically like coral. It's just like... It's something that exists and is technically alive, but it doesn't really do... I don't find them particularly fascinating. Raccoons. I do like raccoons. I think raccoons went out. I would probably put you... Yeah. Raccoons are cool boys. They are top tier. Not everything can be top tier, Dinsdale. Not everything can be top tier. Let's see. Seals are cute, depending on what kind of seal. We're gonna put you... Hold on. Come here, little guy. I'm gonna put you... No, you're probably good there. Well... You're probably good there. Yeah, we're gonna put you in the radical bucket. What else do we have here? Again, I dislike you less. I'm gonna put you... I think you win out over the meh. Raccoons have cool little hands and smart brains, and you need to put them above monkeys. That they are above monkeys. They are above monkeys. What are you talking about? One monkey that I do like is I do like the orangutan, and I would say that we would put him... I would put him about there. Orangutans and gorillas, which is really funny that I would rate them in the middle, because for a long time, when I was going to community college, I specifically chose sign language because I was gonna do like kind of the Jane Goodall thing where I was gonna work with great apes specifically, because at that time I wanted to be like do zookeeping or something of that nature. So I was specifically learning sign language so that, you know, that would come into play at some point in... Where did he go? Oh, there you are. That would come into play at some point during our work dealio. But that did not happen. So now I can say a bunch of curse words in I almost said it in Espanol. Nat. We're gonna put Nat. I find gnats less annoying than mosquitoes. She wants to work with great apes, but she ended up with us apes. Oh my gosh. Bunnies. Speaking of bunnies, where do we put the bunnies? The bunnies, I kind of feel, are in the same category as like raccoons. Moles also. I like moles. A lot of people hate moles. But we have people call us all the time asking for mole removal, which I think is weird. Because, like, for what? Why is it bothering you? Why do you have a problem? The water bear. I do actually like water bears. I think they're fascinating little guys. We're gonna put them... Do I like them more than... No, I do not. I probably like them more than, yeah, the monkeys. Moles are cute until you own a line. I mean, do they cause that much that many problems? Like, do they? Seagulls. Seagulls are kind of a mixed bag a little bit. Sometimes they are decent and sometimes they are unpleasant. I would say we're putting them in the provide some interest pile. I like to take pictures of them. So we're not anti-seagull. Some people are very anti-seagull. Shrimp. Shrimp again kind of feels like a feeder creature to me, where you just kind of exist to be part of the food chain. And you don't really necessarily hold any kind of super interest for me. Scorpions, I would say Scorpions are gonna go on the average list, and I would probably rate them... probably, like, next to the water bear. Wow, shrimp can fry rice, but Oki says they're useless. What about cool shrimps like mantis or bullet? They definitely, I think they have more, appeal just because they have, like, interesting behavior. Like, to be fair, everything has its own, like, its own interesting behavior, right? Like, everything has its own unique, way of being. We're gonna put sheep right there. Our poor little domesticated animals in the pile. Seahorses. Those are one of my favorite things to look at when I go to the aquarium. They are very pretty. I really, a lot of people put like a whole lot of stock, and the male gives birth. I don't find that particularly fascinating. I would say I would rate you above moles, probably. This is a very odd list. This is a very strange list here. Ravens, since I don't think there's a crow, I would say we would put those little guys. I would put my crow ravens. I'd put them like right after cardinals. The males don't give birth. The eggs are just hatched inside the pouch. I know. But, you know, it looks like the male gives birth. So, I mean, technically he does expunge them out of his tummy hole, but if you want to call that giving birth, technically. The females still lay the eggs, the males have to grab and pouch them, yes. I like snails. I think snails are cute. We would go with, let's see. I'm gonna put snails. Probably... I should probably move mouse up. That seems more correct. Otters. Otters are kind of, well, it depends on which kind of otters you're talking about. Otters are, vicious predators. I would probably say, I would put them a little bit above, I would put them above seals. Snails are hermaphrodites with genitals configured in such a way that some species can do chain orgies. They also like to stab each other during sex. Good times. You know, sometimes I don't think narwhals are a real creature. I think they're lying. I don't think these things exist. I'm gonna put them... That's a weird conspiracy theory. I don't think they exist. But I mean, it's such a strange... I don't know, man. I think they're lying. I don't think they exist. I think they're keeping it from us. Butterfly. I do be loving some butterflies. One of my favorite creatures. We're gonna put her... Where do we put her? I have chased many a butterfly. We will put her... We're gonna have to put her right there. Their horn is a tooth. What is so hard to understand? Listen, you try to eat with that tooth, okay? You try eating with that tooth. Ferrets. I like ferrets. I used to have a ferret. They are silly little guys. I would say... Nope, not quite. I don't like them that much, gosh. Let's put them... Yeah, that seems about right. Butterflies are just poor man's moth, this is a fact. Well, I've had some special special interactions. So a lot of it is based on like things that I have had specific interactions with specific creatures, which is why like vultures are way up here, because I had an interaction one time when I went to the zoo and they were feeding the vultures and they had laid a slab of meat out, and the vulture had his head on the slab of meat and he was rubbing his head on the slab of meat with his eyes closed like he was the happiest. Like he was like, I love you, meat. And it was such a strangely cute thing to watch. That I don't know, they just based on of that, it just became one of my favorite animals. Oh, so Oki is that kind of pervert. To be fair, I love meat too. He was just so happy about it. Same with the praying mantis. I had a situation with the praying mantis that is not gay, maybe. Tammy loves meat too. So just depending on like some of the interactions is kind of what... That's why pelicans are down at the bottom. That's why chinchillas are down at the bottom. That's why seagulls are kind of down at the bottom, sort of. So just depending on some circumstances, it might change just based on situations that I've had specifically with that creature. I do think squirrel monkeys are cute, and I don't dislike them as much as I do some of the other monkeys. I would say I like them more than the great apes. So you're gonna go right there. Thank you for the hydrate, and thank you for the head pat. Can't help but notice we skipped out on yard birds. What are you talking about? Why are you swatting? We did the yard bird. You're right there. Chicken. Chicken is with the other kind of domesticated animals. May I ask where the aardvarks are on this list? Why are you swatting me? Uh-huh. What do you mean, uh-huh? It's right there. I don't think they have... Do they have an aardvark on this list? Aardvark. Stop hitting me. Why are you so mean? There's an aardvark. Where shall we put you, Mr. Aardvark? I think... as far as creatures go, I would put it... kind of next to the pan goblin. I would put him next to the pan goblin. Let's see. I saw something that I was like, ooh, yeah. Where is it? The beluga. I love belugas. I went on a trip with some friends one time. And they wanted to go to SeaWorld, which I am very not okay with, but we went. And the belugas had me very emotional. I would... The belugas had me very emotional. Baby beluga in the deep blue sea. Swim so wild and you swim so free. Heaven above and earth below. I don't remember the rest of the song. Baby Baby beluga, baby beluga. Is you I don't remember all the words, but that's fine. Okay. Let's do goblin shark. I love me some goblin shark. I think it's petable. It is a petable creature, and I would put him. I would put him like right about there. Thank you for the head pet. Goblins, yes, I love the goblin shark. Goblin shark, do. There are a lot of aquatic songs in here. Leaf bug, again, cool little guy, interesting little insect. I would say, do I like them more than snails? I do. I like them more than snails. Do I like them more than moles? No. You beat out snails. You beat out snails. Let's see. Porcupine. Porcupines are kind of like the little grumpy old men of the forest. If you've ever seen one or heard one, they're just kind of like... They're just grumpy little guys. I'm gonna put him... I'm gonna put him before the narwhal. They're just grumpy little old men in the woods. Let's see, polar bear. Truly an interesting where do we put the bears? This is a toughie. Because I have to say, as far as like me liking animals, bears would go like, I like them, but I'm not like enthralled with them. They're interesting, but not enough to where I'm like, oh my god, it's a bear. So I think our bears would probably go our bears would probably go right there. I had a bear break into my camp once. What happened? Did you give it your food? Did you feed it? Bears are cool, but they also like to huff gas. They like to huff gas? What? Foxes. I like foxes. Oh, that's the one I was thinking of. I was thinking of bats. Where do we put foxes? We would put foxes... I think you probably get moved down to like right about there. That seems correct. If I was there, I would have shot... Wait, what? It tore the wall out while we weren't there and tore everything up and shit everywhere. Comfy, yes. Comfy high up on the list. Weirdly, I do like earthworms a lot. I save them every time it's raining and they're like on the sidewalk. I put them back in the dirt because I just feel like that's kind of a terrible way to die. But I think you probably go... I like you more than scorpions. I think you probably go about there. Worm grunting, St. Francis of... Oh my gosh. It just seems like an awful way to die. You know, like to just dry up on the concrete. Like if you imagine dying like that, it's just... What a terrible way to go. And I don't like that. Flies. We're gonna put flies. Weirdly, I think I dislike them more than I dislike mosquitoes, despite the fact that mosquitoes carry disease. Dolphins. Everyone has a very odd opinion about dolphins. People have very strong opinions about dolphins. And it's funny because people are very divided. I would say... I would put them probably right about there. He's a real saint. Yes, I know. He's the patron saint of animals who noted to love them so much that he would push worms off walking paths. Oh, I didn't know that part. Dolphin's friend, manatees, better than dolphin. Yes, I agree. Manatees are better than dolphins. I would say... Well, I can't say that geese are better than dolphins, because I would be amazed if I saw... so probably... No, that's probably more accurate. Manatees better than... You really like manatees. Why do you like manatees so much? Oh, there's a vulture. We do have an actual vulture. Well, then we can move the... I didn't see that we had a vulture. Well, condor specifically... If we're doing condor specifically, I would be putting you probably there. Vulture. We might have to move some stuff from the tier. Let's move our other bear. Let's move our other bear. Some of these are extremely specific, and then some of these are extremely, some of these are extremely... Yeah, that's probably correct. Vague as far as... Spider monkey kind of goes in the same... The only reason gibbon ranks higher is because I saw one at the zoo one time just going absolutely nuts, and he was doing like a whole circuit. He was doing a whole circuit. Let's see. Yak. Yakety yak. Don't talk back. Yak feels like one of those creatures I simply do not care about. I'd probably put you above llama. Probably above sea urchin. Yeah, probably about there. Some of them I just simply am like, that's nice. I'm not too bothered by it. I'm not a fan of emus. I do not think they're pleasant creatures. Emus and ostriches are kind of unpleasant. And... yeah, I would probably put you about there. Not a fan. Not a fan of you. What else do we got here? Some of these I am not aware of. No, wait, there is a crow. Okay, well, we can move the crow. We can move the crow. Little crow guy. Whoa, okay. My sticky notes are falling off. Crow is gonna go right there. Emus and llamas are equal. You know what? That really makes sense. That they have a similar, like, I don't know how to describe it. They have a similar energy. They're like the same creature. Let's see. Tiger. I do like the big cats. Who doesn't like big cats? I'm sure somebody out there doesn't like big cats, but we're gonna put you... We're gonna put you probably there. I don't know what kind of monkey this is, but it's very circular and unpleasant looking, and we're gonna put you... We're just not a big fan of the monkeys. What else do we got? What else do we got? Flamingos. I like flamingos. They are another one of my favorite birds. They are colored like that because of the food they eat. I would say they are probably about on par with... They're probably about on par with, like, the raccoons and the bunnies. Flamingos are wait, what? You gave Pippa crap for hating monkeys, but so do you. I just thought it was funny that she put them all down there. Hey, I put the other monkeys up here. The great apes are preferable. The monkeys, see, there's a difference. So the apes go on top and the monkeys go on the bottom. Because the monkeys, and not all monkeys, but most of the monkeys are scary as hell. So there. Same with lion. The big cats are all kind of in the same... Big cats are kind of in the same vein here. So where did I put you? Where did I put you, Chibbin? Tiger. I think I like tigers more than I like lions. Cheetahs are neurotic little guys that chirp and they're funny, and frankly I think they are silly, and so that's why they get cooler than tigers. I do not like the Chicago variety. Oh my god. Stop it. Foxies. I love foxes. The Finnick fox is very cute. I think I like your standard fox a little bit more, but I think they do... I would put him on the same... I would put him maybe like a little bit after the martin. I like martin. I was obsessed with pine martins for a while. Fireflies are pretty. You really can't go wrong with fireflies. Every once in a while I'll see one. Fireflies are high tier. I think that's like one of the prettiest things that you could probably see. Shoebill. Shoebill right now is my white whale. Someday I'll get a picture of one in the wild. I would say as far as like these ones go, I would put it right there. White whale implies that you're going to kill it. Well, I mean, I'm going to shoot it with my camera, but I haven't been able to get like a good picture of it. It's not been possible. Badger. Badgers are cute. I like badgers. Now, if you're talking about the American badger or European badger, because those are two very different badgers, because the European badger looks like a friendly woodland creature, and the American badger looks like it's going to rip your throat out. But I would probably put it in the same kind of range as far as like similar in the same vein as ferrets, which is funny because they're part of the same family. Let's see. Giraffes. Is anybody a fan of giraffes? I knew a little kid one time whose favorite animal was giraffes, and I thought that was kind of interesting. I do not find giraffes particularly interesting. And I don't know why, but they're just not. They're just not. I would say they're probably mildly. I mean, giraffes can't call me. Oh my gosh. When I was young, my favorite animal was giraffes. Do you remember why? Actually, I don't think it's quite that interesting. I would put you probably about there. Yeah. My aunt was in the army and she got back. She gave me a stuffed giraffe I named Jeffrey. That is a silly name for a giraffe. Why would you name it Jeffrey? Why? Of all names that you could name it. Mountain lions. I think mountain lions went out against the tiger. I do like me some native chibbins. Capybara. The capybara is friend to all. They are just chill little guys. I would say... I would not say totally radical. I would say probably about there. I like them. They put the badger on there twice. Jeffrey is a perfect name for a giraffe. I see a few things regarding critters and I'm deeply displeased already. Oh no! Do we not like my tier list quite yet? Chat is very upset with my top 10 of the pigeon. And yeah, hearing them scream at night is kind of creepy. I think they put a couple of things on there a couple of times because you have something that's like specific and then more like mild. So, let's see. Oh, the noble possum. We love America's only native marsupial. They have a little pouch where the little babies go, and they have a little pronged doodad. And also, they cannot carry leprosy. Or not leprosy, rabies. They cannot has the rabies. Possum best rank. As a biology enthusiast and keeper of various creatures, what is your favorite creature then? Which creature is your favoriteest creature of all time? The dik-dik. They are little tiny little guys. They are cute little... Where would I put him? We would put the dik-dik. I would say he could go on the coolest. I would say... Do you win out against Roadrunner? Probably not. I would say you beat out the what? The dik-dik. All marsupials have so many prongs. They can't actually, it's just very rare for them to get rabies. You're thinking armadillos that can carry leprosy. Yes. Why are you swatting me? Why? Why are you swatting me? But no, dik-diks are cool because they, the reason they're called that, so they're tiny African antelopes. They're like really tiny. They only stand like 12 to 15 inches tall. Apparently they do like a high-pitched like dik-dik alarm whistle. And they are monogamous. Apparently the pairs mark territory with each other. So they all have their own little area. And they actually don't have to drink water. They rely on moisture from plants. So they're cool little guys. Oh, did it work and not say anything? Tick-ticks are cool little guys. They are also best here. I bet they taste good too. I love the man has Dick Van Dyck. Rare American W. Only American dub, which admittedly great in Japan. He's just Antelope Man. Let's see, what else do we have here? We have... You don't see what's at the bottom much. You know, the bison used to be my favorite animal. Which is a really weird choice, I feel like. But I feel like it's the most American animal. And with that being said, it has to go in top tier for me. Most American animal next to the bald eagle, of course. Speaking of American animals, we have the turkey, which was also going to be a symbol of America. Turkey, again, not a huge fan of it. Feels like one of the domesticated critters. I'm gonna put it... I think it wins out after the ox there. Not a huge fan of turkey. I like eating turkey. Dragonfly. Dragonflies are one of my favorite critters. We're gonna put you... You don't win out over moths or jumping spiders, but you're definitely high up there as far as insects go. I think you beat out... Well, no. Yeah, probably right there. People eat turkeys, yes. I'm still upset that I didn't get drawn for turkey. Wait, what? Oh, for the hunting? Dragonfly nymphs are better in many such cases. Bison burgers are tasty. Bison is delicious. Okay, we're making a dent in it. We're making a dent in it. This one is going to upset and confuse many of you. Yep, you go at the top. You go at the top. What else do we have? I feel like the Arctic fox, again, you could just give me like a straight animal. Like if you differentiate against like Arctic fox and like a red fox, or I feel like they're all kind of feels... No, I feel like you would go right there. Not surprised. Are you not? Are you not really? Where's the skunk going? That is a good question. Where shall Mr. Skunk go? I do like skunks. I find them very cute. See, I don't like they have like a bee and then a bumblebee. Like, I'm not gonna make that much of a determination against... Where is the skunk? There you are. Where does the skunk go? I feel like the skunk kind of sits closely in relation to... I would probably put it right about there. I do like skunks. I think they're cute. It's getting difficult, chat. It's getting difficult. Starfish. Starfish do feel, again, like one of those critters that, that exists. But they are pretty, and I feel like they probably go somewhere in there. Skunks are pretty cool. They eat all the cat food. Well, that's what happens when you leave cat food outside. Let's see. Donkey. I think donkeys are pretty cute. They're good to have on your property. They're like little guard dogs. But they are very loud. And I feel like you're pretty close. No, I would say I like I like you more than the great apes. What are you doing, donkey? Coyote. You guys hate him. You guys are racist against the poor little coyote. I like them, and I don't care what you say. I'm gonna put them maybe not in totally radical. Do I like them more than bears? Yes. Do I like them more than snails? Yes. More than moles? Probably. Capybara? No. Okay. Remove from list. No. Dang, we are tiering all the animals. Yes. Yes, we are. We still have so many animals to go. I shouldn't have been reading anything as far as information. Chat, do you know where the alligator is going? Do you know where the alligator lives? The most petable of creatures. The most petable of creatures. Pretending to be able to read things, including this. I can read. You love gators. I do. Not for petting. You can't tell me what to do. If I want to pet him, I will. Honestly, no, I feel like... Yeah, no, that's probably better. Alligators make the best purses. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick break because we're going on 3 hours. Give me 1 second and I will be right back. Sorry, I have a cookie. Cookie, why are you hitting me? Second mutiny? Oh, now the dog wants my cookie. Stop hitting me! Cookies are swell. My dad made peanut butter cookies earlier. Leopard just barely beats out or lion. Let's see. Camel. Camel is again one of those animals. Where did you go? There you are. Camels are one of those animals that I'm like, you feel kind of like a llama. I think I like you a little bit more than a llama. Ducks. I like ducks. I see a lot of ducks in our day-to-day. Let's see. Ducks I would put probably slightly above the bison. Give the dog a rock. She thinks it likes the same thing. I can't bald her anymore. There's only one per stream. There's only one, or it's got a cooldown of some persuasion. It has some kind of cooldown. Again, most of the like herbivore animals, I'm kind of like, you kind of feel like I'll put you maybe with the yak. We're not super amazed by you or anything. Squirrels. A lot of people don't like squirrels. A lot of people are anti-squirrel, which is understandable considering that they get into people's attic. I think I would rank them kind of around our other little rodent-y type friends, heck squirrels. Herbivores suck because they can't murder. That's not what I said. Thank you for the head pat. That's not what I said. It doesn't have to be murderous. It doesn't have to be murderous. Grasshopper. They are definitely interesting to look at. But again, they're not one of my favorites. I would say I would rank them above an oyster. What was your least favorite animal out of here? See, they have bee and then they have a bumblebee, and I'm like, this is kind of dumb that you would put both of these on here together like this. But for bee, I do like bees. I would say I would probably rank them above the other bugs that I like. Where's the bumblebee? There you are. It's the same picture. It's the same picture. I don't feel any... There's not too much of a variation for me. I guess bumblebees are cuter, question mark. Good night, friends. Good night, Goblin. Thank you. Have you ever had a grasshopper vomit on you? I mean, spit on you? Yes. Cats. We love cats. We love chibbins. I was very happy I got to pet one today. I would say cats are pretty high on my list here. Let's see. Where do chibbins live? Pretty high on the list, chibbins. Chimpanzee's gonna go with our other great apes. I feel like I dislike chimpanzees more than the other ones because they have a tendency to be nastier in their disposition. Where are my other monkeys? Yeah, they tend to not be as friendly. Not a whole lot of variant. Again, alpaca, llama, pretty close to each other. I think I probably like you more. They tend to be a little bit cuter. Wildebeest. Again, you're kind of somewhere in here with the yak. No, I think alpaca is better. We would probably move alpaca right there. And probably camel. There we go. Grasshopper spit, yes. They're a little, you ever seen like old cartoons that they spit all the time? I do, however, really like moose. I grew up with moose. Moose used to be just, you wake up, you look outside your window, and there's a moose out there. I have been attacked by moose a few times. Big fan of the Mises. I would say I would put you probably right there. More exciting than an octopus. Wolf spider. I do like them quite a bit. They're friendly little guys. I would say maybe not quite that high. I think he beats out the dick. You ever caught grasshoppers as a kid? Some of these I don't quite know what they are. Or I've never seen them before. Where did that bat go? I suppose maybe we should just... Kangaroo is one of those that I am not super enthralled about, but... I think he beats out the porcupine. Okay, I need to focus. Killfish. I don't know what this is. But... it is a small fish. I suppose I could put him... probably about there. Ew, she was Canadian. I was Alaskan. And you have no room to ew anybody because of where you live, sir. King Cobra. Is anybody afraid of snakes? I like snakes. I feel like the snakes beat out the monkeys. And probably the horseshoe. Probably not the rabbit, though. I feel like most of the snakes would all go right about there. And then they would just be organized based on depending on what kind of snake it is. Although copperheads kind of little douchebags. Do we have any other snakes? Green snake? We're gonna put all the snakes in the same area, and then I'm gonna arrange them based on my views here. Let me just get them all in one place. Let me get them all in one place. Let's see if we have any more. Lizard. Mamba. Yeah, we're just gonna move them real quick so that I have them all kind of organized. Rattlesnake. Rattlesnakes aren't bad. Everybody's like always like sea snake. I feel like sea snake doesn't count, and it would go in its own category. I think that's all the snakes. I might be missing one. Ah. Coral snake. I think that's it. If we've come across any more, we can add it. I'm gonna move the bat up here because I keep meaning to put the bat down. And I keep missing it. Okay. So let's put the snakies. We're gonna put the snakies. Okay. So snakes, we're gonna go rattlesnake. No. Yeah, rattlesnake, green snake, cobra, viper, mamba, cottonhead, coral. Okay, there. Woo! Rattlesnakes are giant pussies. You shoot them once in the head and they can't do anything. Well, she is an eel girl. I love the eels. Well, I love the moray eels. The regular eels, well. Bat is pretty high on my list. I love me some bats. I think bats are some of the cutest little guys. I would put them... probably right about there. Alright. Sea snake. I feel kind of not... We don't have any strong feeling. Well, I would say, well, I'm not a fan, but I don't have any strong feelings for or against it. I guess it would kind of be close to the lobster. No, because I feel like the camel beats it. Yeah, probably there. Oki is a vampire confirmed. There's the ruined eels. Why? Also, hello Mike, how are you doing? How was work? Okay, the kiwi. The kiwi is a weird little guy. And if we have ever seen kiwis, fight each other, that's pretty funny. I would say probably not more than squirrels. Do I like kiwis more than snakes? No. Horseshoe? Probably not more than worms. Do I like them more than donkeys? No. Monkeys? Still no. Probably close to the aardvark. You're probably somewhere in there with the aardvark. This strange looking fellow. I'm gonna say, well, you're pretty cute. Probably right about there. Work was tournament for Fantasy Warhammer. It was super fun. Aw, you always seem so happy about work. We have a weird looking chibbin here. We're just gonna go with the rest of our chibbins. So let's put the Chibin. I'm not really familiar with you, so you're kind of gonna go at the end, but you gotta go up at the beginning because I like me some. Well, that doesn't seem fair if I don't know what you are. Let's put you. Chibin's gonna beat this other weird little one. Let's do the orca. I think orca beats spider in the dick. Komodo dragon. I used to be so obsessed with these when I was younger. I loved Komodo dragons so much. I thought they were the most fascinating thing ever. As an adult, I would say I think you beat out snakes. I'd put you right there. Has she done elephants? Is there even an elephant in here? Am I blind? Do they not have elephants? I'm gonna move this monkey though. I hate baboons. Baboons are awful. Baboons are very unpleasant. I would say you're like the worst. The worst monkey. You're the worst monkey, followed by the screaming monkeys. Followed by these ones because they're mean as hell. Elephants are over-engineered, SCP too heavy, and mechanically unreliable. Just do... they're close enough to elephants. Do they not have an elephant in this? But they have like 9 different spiders. They have like 9 different pigs. But we don't have an elephant? That is a very strange... We're gonna put you right there, buddy. That is a very strange, armadillo. I feel like I've seen a couple of armadillos and they can jump. They can really jump. I would probably put it in the same vein as like a skunk, probably, as far as how I feel about it. Do I like them more than skunk? No, I think I like the skunks more. I think I like skunks better than armadillos. Bobcats, though. Bob Chibbins. Have you seen that video of the bobcat looking inside the person's house? And they're like, it's friend-shaped. And it's just wiggling its little tail. Yeah. I would say... you probably go about right there. Big fan of bobcats. Hyena. Fairy armadillo. Bobcats are friend-shaped though. Yes, they are. But let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Where is it? Nope, that's not it. That's not it either. Where is it? Yeah, this one. Look at him. He wants to be friends. Yes, we should pet them. Let's see what else we got. Dugong. You know, surprisingly, as much as I love manatees, dugongs are like the chud manatees. And they're like the llamas of the sea. So you probably... I don't think camels beat you. You probably go about there. Not a huge fan of dugongs. Again, panther, big cat. We like big cats here. We like big chibbins. I would say... You probably go about there. Dugongs are poor man's manatee. She's trapped here forever. Who's trapped here forever? Waspins, again, it's one of those necessary creatures, but not really a fan, so probably put you about there. But yeah, I was gonna do hyenas. I like hyenas. They're an interesting animal. The females have a lot of testosterone. I would say... I think you win out. Do you win out against... I think I like them more than seals. Wasps are not necessary. What do they contribute to society? Who's trapped here forever? Oki Hour 10 into her stream. Are you complaining? Are you complaining? It's very... We have to go through like 400 animals. We have to go through like 400 animals. A lamprey. Again, not a fan. I would say... I put it in the same category as like the hagfish. So probably about there. Not really a fan. There's no answer on what wasps are. They're important to the ecosystem. They're important to the ecosystem. Okay, what else we got? Frog. Big fan of frogs. I probably like frogs more than snakes, so we're gonna put them... Do I like them more than coyotes? I do. Capybaras? Probably. Yeah, probably right there. Well, do I like them more than raccoons? I think so. That's probably correct. Kookaburra. Well, I do like birds. They have a silly laugh. They're not like my most favorite of animals. You probably beat out the hamster. You probably beat out the beetle. Jackal, yeah. This one I hadn't even heard of until today. Rhino? No, I don't think you beat the rhino. Also, I don't know what you are, but you're some kind of bristle-tailed rodent. Well, bristle-tailed rodent. I'm not sure what you do. But we're gonna put you... Just by your very nature... I think you... Okay, that's probably close. Again, krill is like one of those necessary animals, but I feel like... I mean, you're basically like shrimp. You feed other things. I'm surprised I don't dislike lemurs, just because, like, there are some, creatures like that I'm like kind of not a fan of. But I think they're okay. I still don't think they beat the rhino. Explain how they're important. Also, thank you for the hydrate. And thank you for the head pet. Life's an ecosystem, at least that's what they say. You have to think about what happens if you take one piece away. If you have a didgeridoo, you can do a kookaburra laugh. She loves sea monkeys, but hates krill. Shake my head. I mean, I'm good at raising sea monkeys, but as far as like tearing them, I mean, they're not terribly fascinating critters. Sharks, let's see. I would say I like sharks more than I like snakes. I would say I like sharks more than... Do I like them more than the hare? No, they probably go about there. So let's move our sharks. Let's move our sharks. I think there's a couple. That is a whale. A wahoo. Do we have any other? Am I blind? Great white. You have like 3 different bees, but you have like 2 sharks. What's happening? Okay, I think we can scooch. We can scooch them. We're gonna move your 900,000 bajillion year old self over here. Let's see. Greenland shark. Great white shark. Reef shark. Snakes have cute noses and sharks have dead eyes, like a doll's eyes. You misspelled... Wait. I mean fair, teehee. The only reason she... Wait, but he's not the only reason... Wait, what are you talking about? Quit swatting me. You ask me for something, you start hitting me. I have a very interesting story about one of these that I can't tell on stream. But these have a very special... Stop swatting me. These have a very special place. They're just little guys. So I would say we put him... We would put him right here. Just sit you on a cooldown. What else? Goldfish. I think a lot... It's funny that I'm like, some of these are just part of the ecosystem, and then I'm like, goldfish are awesome. Okay, maybe not that awesome. I would rank goldfish probably after the snakies. Yeah. None of this makes any sense. Jellyfish. Let's wait for the sea creatures. I don't really have, like, as far as sea animals, I honestly don't have a whole lot of feelings about that. Locust, again, feels like a feeder animal, not... I don't have any strong feelings on locusts. Again, you have like all these little guys that I'm like, I don't really care. Pufferfish. Pufferfish are pretty cute. I wouldn't say they're like super. I'd probably put him. Is there a cooldown on the slapping? I don't know if there's a cooldown on the slapping. Alright, giant squid. We don't have a picture of it. Locusts are vessels of divine wrath and not hyped up grasshoppers. What about Puffer's human teeth? I mean, those are pretty snazzy. Giant squid, that's pretty fascinating. I would say you don't beat my white whale, but you're definitely something that I like. Same with vampire squid. Vampire squid's weird. One of those weird, interesting... Hey. Hey. I didn't move you there. Hey. Nuh-uh. Go back. Go back to where you're supposed to be. But I don't think the vampire squid beats out... I think that one would kind of go at the end there. Manta ray. I do like rays. I think the rays are cute. I think rays would probably... probably go there. Again, not strong feelings towards jellyfish. Just... I'm like, alright. Let's do a falcon. I have an autistic amount of books about falconry for some reason. So I would say they're pretty high on my list, and I would put them... I'll put them right there. Place Zep! Oh my goodness. Ostriches. Again. No. No emus. No ostrich. Where's the emu? Where did I put you? Ah, there. Which one is worse? Ostriches? I think emus are meaner. No, I think ostriches are meaner. Probably. Let's pull out our knot. Let's pull out our knot of fans. Is there any that's just like I'm a big no? Some of these I don't know what they are. Again, aphids are one of those things that I'm like, you're like a feeder type creature. I suppose probably there. I have no strong feelings towards you one way or the other. Crickets, I like crickets more. Crickets make nice sounds in the evening. So I'd probably put it there. Platypus is a weird animal. But I don't know if, like, it's weird and it's interesting in that capacity, but otherwise, I don't really care for it. It's just more that it's a very unique creature. What are you guys doing in there? We're almost there, chat. You're holding on. You're doing a good job. The bald eagle. Oh, there's the elephant. There you are. I didn't know you were in here. We have an eagle. We have the elephant. I missed a snake. Earwig. I'm gonna be honest, not really a fan of those. What are you doing? Plat. Of course, go stand in the corner. Once all the critters are ranked, how do you decide which lives and which dies? Well, we need to keep the feeder animals because otherwise the rest of the ecosystem will collapse. Okay, elephants. Elephants. I'm gonna say... probably right there. That seems correct. What about the bald eagle? What about the bald eagle? Bald eagle... I think you beat bears. Do you beat snails? I don't think you beat snails. Animals only need 2 tiers, food and non-food. I love eagles, we know! Earwigs are one of the very few animals that I hate with an undying passion. Really? Overrated? What, the eagle? I mean... where did I put that earwig? I don't know. I don't know anymore, chat. Okay, we have to focus. We have to focus. We're gonna put you with our other herbivore animals that I'm like, okay, well, you exist, I guess. I do like magpies. I grew up with magpies. I would say... magpies... Do you beat wolf spider? No, but you definitely beat Dick Dick. We got a swap for chat. We have a bald eagle around here. They're too small to eat my smallest dog. Oh dear. Did we get to goat or sheep yet? Yes, I am biased. I mean, we got to sheep. Sheep is... somewhere in here. With the other domesticated animals. Sheep is right there. Oh yeah, you guys can't see my cursor. It provides some interest. Speaking of, that's probably... I think goats will rank higher. Oh, hold on, I had to move this warthog. Much like pigs, warthog, not high. You have like 9 different kinds of pigs, but you don't have... let's see, walrus. Walruses... I mean, I don't dislike walruses, like, but I don't really care for them. You probably go right about there. Never mind, I saw a sheep placement, yeah. Yeah. Trout. I do like fishies. But again, this is kind of a fish. I guess we put you with the other fish. I would rank you higher because I actually know what you are. Actually, I think both fishies beat the grasshopper. Jellyfish. Again, no strong feelings towards the most aquatic creatures. I'm just like, okay. Like, you're giving me... I mean, Man of War is cool, because, like... it will mess you up. Probably. Like, I don't dislike you, but I don't have any strong feelings one way or the other. Zebra. Zebras are not friendly. Zebras are the horse versions of zebras are the horse versions of like emus. I think you beat well, no, you don't beat alpaca. You definitely beat the fish. I think you beat the fish. Trout is tasty though, that's true. Call me... What? What? Are you okay in there? Are you alright, buddy? Millipede. Again, I am not anti-millipede. I probably like them... I probably put them above, like, the spider. Ouchie, my fingies. I told you to take a break! Forest creature does not concern itself with the sea. I know, right? I'm like, not terribly concerned about it. I missed a snake. I missed a snake. You have to remedy this. Where do you go? You go right here. Rhino beetle. You're pretty cool. We're gonna put you... We're gonna put you with the other beetle. That seems about right. He's building a tank. I'm almost done. How are you? I told you not to do it all in one day. You always hurt your fingies. I'm actually largely a weird fan of Gar. Maybe not too largely. I would say Gar beat out kangaroos probably. Lizard. I like lizards. Lizards are cool. You're being really vague with like what kind of lizard here. But probably... Do they beat out snails? Yes. But not leaf bugs. I don't think so. You just want a gar to lick your bread. Gars are awesome. I just remember, when we used to go, like when we lived down in the boonies, we used to go and there was always like at the marsh and everything because people go fishing down there. And there was always like the corpses or the like skeletons of Gar and everything, and they're just so massive. I kind of don't like peacocks. They seem like kind of awful. Tammy, do not speak about your love to lick Garpex. He would. Peacocks are dicks. And I heard that they scream like ladies. Tarantula. I am a big fan of the large spider. I would say we put him... Does he go above snakes? Probably not. Probably above the goldfish, though. Spiders are good boys. Yes, they are. Penguins. Everyone is very fascinated with penguins, but they do not provide much interest to me. I would say they probably there. Like, you're kind of cool. You're kind of alright. I'm not super fascinated by penguins. Again, more of the aquatic stuff. I'm like, And there's like 9 million jellyfish. I'm like, we're just gonna put all the shrimp. You have trout and you have salmon. There are so many differences. I mean, to be fair, if you look at both of them, yes, there are so many differences. But for like a tier list, that's such a very niche specification. I like salmon more. Penguins are overrated. They only scream during mating season, May to August. You like Tommy, and he screams all the time. Flurf told me penguins are fake. Did they? Did I watch that one? I love penguins. Didn't I move you? Didn't... Why are there two? Why are there two peacocks? I don't know why there's two peacocks. Sea cucumber. No, not again. You're kind of going to the weird squishy, ocean creature type thing. We could put probably do something like that. I think plankton goes last. Okay, that's a little bit better. Do you. There. We have another shark. Nurse sharks are nice. They're friendly little guys. I think we will put you up front. Peacock 2. They're getting out of place again. Zap them! I'm not sure if you did. I'm not sure if I did either. Tapir. Another animal that I am not hugely fan of. I'm gonna put you... Have you guys seen an anteater before, like in real life? Anteaters are such weird looking creatures in real life. You want to talk about an animal that doesn't look real? They do not look real. Seahorses and sea dragons are basically, I mean, I would put you there. Long snout, yes. Anteaters can fuck you up. Not in real life. Like, I always saw them and I was like, oh, you know, they're probably not, like... They're probably not, you know, like, very terribly large or what have you, but they are massive. Let's put you there. And they're just... Oh, I missed a chibbin. They're just very... Their hair is like a broom brush. And... they have, like, hooves going on, and... And they're just kind of like... They're like the platypus of whatever they are. That is what they are. Crab. I feel like they're multiplying. I feel like they're multiplying. Crab. Crabs are... We'll put him with my hermit crab. Aardvark are cuter than anteaters, I agree. Arthur was an aardvark, by the way, yes. Yes, he was. I'm not entirely sure what you are, but you're kind of cute. So we're gonna put you... I'm gonna put you after... macaws. While I do like birds, I'm actually not a huge fan of parrots. I mean, they're okay. I would probably put the parrots there. Where's the other parrot? We have macaws specifically. We have parrot. Parrot in general. I think there was another. I don't know, like the birds of paradise. I'm just kind of like not super enthralled with. I like your basic. I like your backyard birds. I like water birds. Robin would probably go. You beat mole. I love parrots. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. Prairie dog. I know lots of people don't like prairie dogs. They're kind of cute. I don't really have any strong feelings about prairie dogs. I probably like giraffes more than I like them. I might like some of these monkeys before I like them. Yeah, they're probably somewhere in there. Kind of same with like these types of animals. I'm like, all right, well, you absolutely exist. Let me scooch my birds. Nightingale. You feel like you're probably right about there. You can be next to the kookaburra. Poison dart frog. They are definitely interesting little guys. I would say... right there. There's like one bird that Tommy likes. My aunt has parrots. They talk a lot. Like they won't shut up. Shut up, birds. Just wants to sell you insurance. Okay. We're gonna start kind of rapidly slapping these on here, cause we're going on 4 hours, chat. This is the longest tier list in the history of in the world. Let's see. You're gonna go with the other horned creatures, probably. Mountain goat specifically. Well, I at least know what you are. Thank you for the head pat. Mountain goat, my ancestors. I think there was a regular goat somewhere, but we'll find it when we find it. Weasel's gonna go kind of near that marten. If I can find that marten. Where was the marten? Where are you, marten? Am I blind? Probably. Where did you go? There it is. No, I don't think I would put it in totally radical. I would put you... I would probably put you right there. I don't know what kind of bird you are. So we're gonna put you with the other birds that I am not completely familiar with. Large, well, you are definitely, I've seen these, they are very majestic. I would say we'll put that at the front of the, you can't rank them as fast as new species emerge. Mongoose. Mongoose is an interesting animal. I would put him definitely more interested in parrots, more than platypus. I think he beats out hamster. Does he beat out the jackal? I don't think he beats out nightingale though. I like newts a lot. I think newts are adorable. I look for them when I go camping. We're gonna put them... probably there. A newt. I got better. Oh my goodness. I don't know what you are, but you are small and mammalian. And we're gonna kind of put you in the kangaroo area because you seem kind of correct there. Oarfish. Very spooky. Let's see. You're a spooky guy, and you're gonna go with the other aquatic animals that I'm mildly interested in, but also you're very scary. Where's my weird bird area that I don't know what you guys are? You're very colorful, so we'll put you... we'll put you there. We had a terrarium with newts, and they are escape artists. Are they really? Chat, I don't know if we're gonna be able to finish this. It just keeps going. It just keeps going. Let's see. Clam. Where did I put the oyster? Just saw the goat head. You're very excited about the goat. Okay, I can't find where I put things anymore. Oh my. Where did I put it? I can't see things anymore. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, there you are. Oyster. Yeah, you're probably close. Sorry. You're very excited about the goat. Don't be sorry. Let's put our penguin on here. Let's put our penguin... Where were we putting the penguin? Oh, okay. Probably there. That's a terrible picture for your penguin. Yeah. Okay. I don't think we're gonna make it, chat, because I gotta go to bed soon. I got like 30 minutes. That's a lot of creatures. This is a lot of creatures, and we still have many creatures to go. I probably shouldn't have been so informational in the beginning. I didn't think there were gonna be so many. Well, there's too many. There's too many creatures. The creatures beat me. Hold on. Wait. I think I bit off a little bit more than I could chew. My goodness, that is a lot of animals. Thank you for the hydrate. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 555 the stream. Well, next time, pick a smaller tier list. Let me see who is amongst us. Raid because you didn't re-stab the raid redeem. Well, you can't pick it because it's not on there. I'm so sorry we didn't get to finish today. I kind of ran out of time a little bit. No, stop it. But thank you for coming and hanging out with me and learning all about our fascinating planet. Quit hitting me. I will be back tomorrow. We're gonna do some painting practice. So thank you for streaming. No, thank you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Again, I am Okidori. I am your good neighbor, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you. Bye bye.